What is up? I'm Igor Shalvarov, and today we are discussing why it is absolutely important for your child to be involved with ballroom dancing or any type of dancing there is. Here we go. So originally I wanted to do a video based on an article I have done a few years ago that went by the title of 5 reasons why your child should ballroom dance. And then I was already prepping the script for the video when suddenly, bam, 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 bam!
Prince William says George absolutely loves ballet. I have news for you, Prince William. We'll see how long that lasts.
Well, holy foxtrot. Obviously, the dance community was completely outraged with Lara Spencer's comment regarding Prince George's enjoyment of ballet classes for his mandatory school curriculum. The comment section of her social medias was obviously bombarded by very pissed off dancers. Celebrity ballroom dancers who are also involved in the mainstream dance scene, i.e. Derek Hoff and Val Shmerkovsky, also had a few things to say. And it's not just her inconsiderate and condescending comment, which she has a full right to think that way, but on live television? And by peer pressure encouraging other hosts and the audience to participate in the reinforcement of this very old-fashioned way of thinking, which is bullying boys for getting into dance.
Lara, I know you have something you want to share about a segment in last week's Pop News.
I do. I screwed up. I did. The comment I made about dance was insensitive, it was stupid, and I am deeply sorry.
Okay, so I personally don't find her apology sincere because, based on my observation, the
We'll see how long that lasts.
comment came out so naturally. And even though she had a whole dance internet coming after her, would that really make her change her mind just like that about boys and dancing? Yeah, I don't think so. But let's not spend any more time on somebody who is pretty much closed up to an idea of exposing young men to the world of fine body movement, artistic athleticism, and self-expression, and pretty much move to the core purpose of this video, which is why your child should dance. And since this channel is mainly about ballroom dancing and dance sport, most points that will be mentioned in this video will be catered towards the ballroom dancing. Point number 1, music and movement. Personally, I don't think most of us remember how we first responded to music when we first heard it. But according to the internet, I could definitely say that we most likely danced. We've heard the melody, we've heard the beats, maybe a little bit of singing, and all of a sudden there's that urge to move the body. The best part of this all, it was all natural reaction. I think from birth, every single person has this natural feel for music. However, the type of dance that we did was very chaotic. It lacked structure. Which brings me to the very first point and base principle of ballroom dancing, or any type of dancing there is: structure. Or structural movement, which eventually gets applied to music. So with practice and some help from the instructors, your child would be able to develop a much stronger inner feel for music and apply the learned moves to any musical piece. Not to mention that all of that is going to be done with a partner. Next, body development. I think you can spot a ballroom dancer from afar. Good stance, flow of movement, and of course the most noticeable factor, butt cheeks, the posture. From the very first lesson, ballroom dancers go through a very vigorous training to develop that extra control of body movement. For example, holding a position for prolonged periods of time, body part isolations, high contrast in movement from going slow and continuous into sharp and static. Latin and rhythm dancers know what I'm talking about there.
But I've been told it's all about the hip action, how you move your hips.
I mean, try running for 2 minutes and then make a quick sudden stop for a quick breath, and then pretty much do it another 3 or 4 times. These drills, if you will, require focus and perseverance. And as a result, a disciplined and a very physically capable young individual. Okay, next point, the culture. Ooh, that's a big one. As you can probably observe, any culture is a result of a manifestation of human achievements.
We've got a badass over here.
Since our topic is dance, which is a form of art, each genre has its origin and will go through its historical changes. Throughout time, ballroom obviously had developed its own culture. I'm not going to go through all the cultural benefits ballroom has to offer, but I would like to mention the main three that I think would be important for the development of a child in a modern society. And the first one is manners.
Manners, Igor, manners.
I think the biggest part of ballroom dancing is how we present ourselves to the public. Besides the actual dance part, we put in hours and hours of perfecting the craft of self-presentation and the presentation of our partners. How we get onto the floor, what we're wearing, how we carry ourselves. These mannerisms are part of the ballroom culture, which inevitably get carried onto our daily lives. And who doesn't like a child with manners? Number 2, healthy competition. I mean, take it or leave it, but we live in a competitive environment. I think from the beginning of time of the Homo sapiens, we were always competitive. It's just basically part of our nature. No matter where you go or what you do, there is some sort of competition involved. And from an early age, every ballroom dancer understands that in order to achieve results, you have to put in the time and effort to make that happen. And since we're used to the concept of winning and losing, this pretty much disciplines us for the real world. And finally, number 3, tolerance and respect. Now, referencing back to Lara Spencer's rather blunt statement about boys and dancing, I have a reason to believe that her thinking is nothing but a representation of a stereotype that still exists in our society. And that is, most men who are involved in dancing are most likely gay. And to respond to that, I say, yes, we have gay men in our industry. We also have gay men in other sports and disciplines. The hell with that, we have gay men in the police force, military, and the governmental agencies. So what? Dancing does not make you gay.
For girls, not for lads, Billy. Lads do football or boxing or wrestling. Not friggin' ballet.
Are you kidding me? But a major thing that we do have in dancing and every child is exposed to is this: tolerance and respect towards other people and their choices, period. And now the last point, mental health. Now, I gotta speak from personal experience on this one. I was fortunate enough to find my outlet, which is self-expression to music. Even though I did try a whole bunch of different things, I feel like ballroom resonated very well with me and my personality. Besides moving my body to the music training and attending competitions, I was able to meet the crowd, a bunch of people who were in this with me with the same mindset. We were just in this together. And not to mention that I also had a chance to dance with a beautiful girl. Was I teased by non-dancing classmates? Absolutely. Did I ever consider dropping out because of peer pressure? I'd say not really. I was so preoccupied with practicing and attending competitions that all that noise in the background did not matter at all. But I gotta tell you, I was lucky enough to get great support from my parents and some close friends, which I know is not the case for a lot of dancers out there. Dance taught me how to be strong and confident in myself. It gave me manners, showed me how to work hard, and accept people and circumstances. But most importantly, dance allows me to be me and cherish my moments of freedom, movement, and creation. And that, I think, is a good foundation we, the dancers, carry with us through life. Hopefully this video finds you well and sheds some light on why your child or any child you know should be exposed to the world of dance. If you enjoyed this video, blast that like button and give it some love in the comments. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get notified on the new video releases. Thanks for watching this video. I'm Igor Shalvarov, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.